there once was a queen by the name of Catherine Parr. She was the 6th wife of the vengeful King Henry VIII.
You have Alicia on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I do. The angel on my shoulder.
Yeah. She looks like an angel there with the gold.
Yes,
It's a beautiful photo.
Yes. I really enjoyed Firebrand and both of your performances.
Thank you.
Alicia, even though Catherine is immortalized in history through song, as a general rule, we know very little about her. Was there any aspect of your research while stepping into the role that really helped clarify for you who she was?
I think the biggest treasure for me was the fact, because she was the first ever woman to be published in her own name, I was able to actually source those books. And I kind of realized when I was reading it, first of all, that even in school, when I've been, reading old texts, I don't know what the oldest text I've ever read from a woman. And that only takes me back like 100, 150 years maximum.
Yeah.
And I was like, now it's another 400 years. And everything in between I've only read from men. So it was kind of this kind of tingling actually experience to have her words, speak to me and realize, oh my God, that's when, the kind of intimacy of her being a person really came to life, and to know that, oh my God, it's all these women for all these 100 years that are just a mystery to me. So that was definitely by far of all the research I did that kind of impacted me kind of, deep down personally as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Jude, Henry VIII is obviously a very well-known figure, but you are playing him at his most vulnerable, most paranoid, the time that we see him the least, probably. What was your way into that to really connect with him in this fraught state?
Two aspects. Really, both started at the beginning, just to understand just how far he had fallen. So a lot of the work started really as a boy, and then as a young king, and the glories and the potential and the physical attributes, and really understanding that the weight that must have had on him, and indeed the five previous marriages that he didn't set out to have 6 wives. I think he truly believed each time that this was the right one and it was all going to be fine. And I think ultimately for him not to have carried that burden, by this point he was kind of a laughingstock in Europe, because other suitable wives or eligible wives in his eyes were refusing him. I think one jokingly said, "I'll marry you, but only if I can grow another head." So he knew that where he had gone wrong and all that had gone wrong. And I think capturing some of that and feeling the weight of that was really important. And the other was in a similar vein, but more physical. It was just to understand also what had gone wrong with his body. That's from being a sportsman, a dancer, an athlete, to being someone really crippled almost by pain through these wounds, and self-medicating through food and drink, alcohol, again, had huge effects. So those two ways in were pretty key to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You both did an amazing job. And thank you, Catherine Parr, for educating Elizabeth. Have a great day.
You don't want any harm to come to me. You don't want to hurt me.
No.